Criminal, Love and Rockets, Why the Last Man. These may not be the first comic book titles that jump to mind when you walk into a comic book store, but Marko of Big B Comics in Hamilton assures me things are changing up a little bit. So Marko, why is it that things are changing?
Well, people have been reading, Superman, Batman for upwards of 60 years, and after a while it starts sort of repeating on itself. So they're more willing to explore into other areas, Superheroes aren't relatable in every instance, so maybe not every story needs a superhero. If they want something that's a little out there, a little different for what they've been reading for such a long time, they'll pick up a non-fiction book or a non-superhero-based book just because it's something that's new to them.
Right, awesome. And so, taking from what you're saying, is that kind of saying superheroes are phasing out? They're kind of dying off?
No, superheroes are really strong. DC just relaunched all their superheroes. They've just been flying off the shelves still. Batman's always going to be there. The movies are still being made.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
just this is exploding because more readers, as superheroes keep getting older, they start branching out into other things. And we also see superheroes coming into stories that are less centered around their powers.
Right, okay.
So we have sort of an exploration within superhero books themselves, too. So they'll always be a mainstay. They're a cornerstone of comic culture. But then this is just a new
creative sort of venue.
Yeah, a new direction for writers and artists to take that is picking up pace with readers.
Excellent. Okay, and Marko, we've got a lot of different books here. I'm guessing they're all kind of that similarity. But what are some of the big ones? What are hot sellers over at Big B in Hamilton?
Well, right now, The Walking Dead is a huge one because of the TV series.
Right, the ongoing series. Yeah.
Season 2 just ended. It was just flying off shelves the day the finale aired. And we just had to keep restocking, number one, because there's so much media about it out there. There's a board game. There's all sorts of extra books with extra information about the series out there. It's incredibly popular because it was one of the first zombie books. It's from the early 2000s. And it really just, it was one of the first really popular non-superhero-based books from recent history.
Right, okay, great.
And another one we have that's slightly less recent, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That was turned into a movie maybe about a year ago.
Yeah, that was just a little while ago, yeah.
Yeah, so it's slowed down a bit, but it's still really popular because even though it's not based around strictly superpowers, it's still got that fun comic book sort of feel while being still about normal people and their
people
struggles.
and a coming of age sort of thing. I guess readers are starting to really relate to, a few of these characters that they have.
Yeah, and superheroes aren't always relatable, but if you
it's tough. If laser vision, I don't have it, so I don't know. Yeah.
But if you have a teenage boy, teenagers are going to resonate with the character, and that's why it's more popular.
Perfect. Now, those are very publicly known commercial sort of franchises. What about something maybe that we aren't aware of, but you as a reader and an employee might, what do you recommend to people who want a non-hero sort of book?
Well, one of the big ones is Essex County. And in CBC's Canada Reads Fiction, it was voted into the top 5. The first time a graphic novel has done that.
Wow, so that's a huge step for something like this.
Yeah, it's really taken comics as a medium and turned them into something literary, something that's really being respected as a written work, as a piece of art, instead of just a quick diversion, something to pass the time. And I believe that the non-superhero genre has really opened that up because it allows you to explore other more darker maybe venues. That make for better stories.
Excellent.
And another good one is DMZ, which is completely sort of grounded in reality, but it's also set in the future. So it's about America's second Civil War, something that's really interesting. It's got some sort of historical background to it. It's also a bit of a contemplative book, examines deep, deep issues like society and humanity.
It's got what you need.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Marko. I know that my list just grew bigger for what I need to buy week to week. Thanks again, and remember to everyone out there, don't limit yourself and to try something new. We'll see you soon.